from today. Yeah, no worries at all. But if you guys learn anything interesting from this event, we would love to hear from you guys.
I thought it was really cool that all the girls, they like really wrote about like wrestling in their college application, because like I was thinking like if we're not being a recruited athlete, then there's really no way to like include, I guess, wrestling, which is a big part of my life, into, I guess, just showing colleges about it. But like being able to, I guess, write about it, email the coaches was, I think, like a pretty good way that we can like connect with the wrestling community while trying to apply.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was really cool. And what I think was really important, like a really important thing to note, for all the girls is she was constantly talking about establishing connections, because ultimately if you're wanting to wrestle outside of a varsity program at a D1 school, you're going to need to establish connections with these coaches, because without connections you're not going to be able to ask for those opportunities. And because really those opportunities, like, you're not going to get recruited for it. It's something you're going to have to go out and seek for yourself. So if you're not making connections with people, then you're not going to have the opportunities that you want. You really have to, like what Talia said, like you really have to just shoot your shot with these coaches and talk to them. And even if you are wanting to be in a varsity and stated program like an NCAA program or an NAIA program or a junior college program. Like these coaches may not know about you. Their schools may be far away from you, or there's just not enough coverage for them to find out about you. So I think it's important to like message these coaches and sell yourself to them and let them know that you are interested in their programs, because that's how they're going to find out about you, and that's how you're going to establish connections, and that's how you're going to be able to excel in your academics and wrestling in college.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree with everything you said, Sam. Because everything is it's kind of like unconventional and unorthodox, the way that a lot of girls are now pursuing wrestling opportunities. Because I know that before even like considering creating this event, I thought that the only way I could wrestle in college was if I like got recruited, or I just would have to give up wrestling once I got to college. But then through like reaching out to these people and D1 women's wrestling, I realized that there are so many opportunities for us, and I'm sure Sarah's talked about that in her workshop, that you can pursue, even if you don't end up being recruited. So even if like the college application process is the same as anybody who's applying to a school that's not trying to get recruited, after you do get into a school, then you can go ahead and reach out to the varsity coaches and reach out to the men's team and see what kind of opportunities that you can create there. And Rebecca, do you have the raffle wheel finalized?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, for everyone coming in, we were just talking about like, I guess our takeaways from this workshop and panel.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think another important thing to like realize is like no matter where you're going, if it's a Division 1 school without sanctioned or like a sanctioned varsity team, or if it is a varsity team in NCAA, NAIA, or the junior college, just fall in love with the school and with the program that you're in, because if you don't love both the school and the program that you're in the environment that it's creating, then your college experience and your wrestling experience isn't going to be a positive experience. So just know, like, even if like you don't get to that D1 school that you want to go to, just realize that there are so many opportunities for you. I mean, when we looked at in our group at Lori's Graphs, there's so many schools that offer women's wrestling and even the schools that don't offer it. But there is some opportunity in there for you. Don't think that you don't have any opportunities, or don't think that because you haven't like won this many medals, or your GPA isn't exactly where you want it to be. Don't think that there's not opportunities for you, because there's so many opportunities for us in this sport, and they're just continuing and continuing to grow as we go through high school. So, just keep the faith.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. As we're finalizing the giveaway stuff, we were just curious, Isabella and Precious, like, did you guys want to be entered into the raffle spinning? Because if you want, you can add your names, but it's definitely just up to you if you'd like.
Okay, I'll add my name.
Okay.
The chat, right?
Yeah, Rebecca is working on it right now. What about you, Isabella?
Sure. Why
Okay,
not?
yeah. And I had a question for Ms. Aris. So for you, with now creating, D1 women's wrestling, what do you think is like the outlook of women's wrestling in the next 5-10 years? How do you see it expanding, and how do you see girls taking advantage of these new opportunities?
I'm super hopeful. I feel like, if this is what the leaders of tomorrow are like, I mean, honestly, the Sisterhood of Wrestlers is a perfect example of sending female leaders out into the world and having us all collaborate and work together. I do think that we are finally not seeing one or a small group of people step forward to push women's wrestling forward. We're seeing our whole national wrestling community take steps forward. So I think that we're at that tipping point. I think the next year or two is going to be pivotal in terms of new programming being offered for women's wrestling. And like I said, I think I have never been more hopeful about what's to come for women's wrestling. So good stuff.
Absolutely. I was sharing before you came in how before even like thinking about creating this event, I didn't think that there were, like, aside from getting recruited, I thought that was the only option for myself and like anybody else. It's you either get recruited or you have to stop wrestling as you go off to college. And then after, discovering D1 women's wrestling and all these other college clubs, I realized that was definitely was not the case, that there's so many opportunities that a lot of girls hadn't even heard of. And I think that's why this event was so valuable, not only for these girls, but for myself as well. I thought a lot of this information was very valuable, because if it weren't for, D1 women's wrestling, if it weren't for, Chloe and all these girls who are going to these colleges and taking these non-varsity paths to eventually create varsity paths, like we would just be in the same state that we are in. But I think what's unique about women wrestling is that taking initiative and like being an advocate is kind of just a trait that I think a lot of us have, because it takes a special kind of person to choose to, wrestle amidst like a male dominated environment. So I'm really glad that we were able to have this event and have everyone here to learn more about these opportunities. And as we're transitioning into our giveaway, I'll just go ahead and I'll talk a little bit about Yes Athletics as a company. I think they're very unique because a lot of times we know that like we buy gear and might be from Brutus, but it's usually like male. It's usually male gear and male sizes. I think Asics, like yesterday, didn't they release a new shoe that was in women's size? It looks super cool, but I think it's great how companies are now seeing how many girls are wrestling and are tailoring their items to girls. But as we transition into our giveaway, I'll give a summary of Yes Athletics. So they're a company that they create sports gear for girls and women who have taken the leap to enter the world of male-dominated sports. Their mission is to support girls in sports, offering shoes male athletes have traditionally worn in styles and colors appealing to female athletes. So a lot of us have probably experienced, having to buy gear that's just, it's for men, or it says it's for men, but we have to wear it anyways. So yes, athletics works to combat that. And they also sell singlets, stickers, and other types of wrestling gear. So if you guys did want to check that out, they've been very generous with this giveaway. They're giving away one of their really nice water bottles, and then one of their shirts, and then a pair of their wrestling shoes. And then afterwards, they'll go ahead and we'll put you in contact with them so that they can have the correct sizes for you. But Rebecca, are you ready with the raffle? I know people were coming in and out.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put the Yes Athletics website on there just because if you're interested in checking out their products. And then, because yeah, people were moving around on my list, so I didn't know if I got everyone. I'm gonna share my screen and let me know if I missed you, or you didn't need to be, or you didn't want to be in the giveaway and you are. Let's see. So here it is. Can you guys see this? Okay. Wait. Should be on the right. The names. Am I missing anyone? Hold on. I think I might be. Oh, right. So we have 10 entries. Anyone missing? No? Or any of our panelists wants to be on or didn't want to be on? Are you guys okay? Yeah? Jasmine, am I ready to spin the wheel?
Yeah, I think you're good.
Okay, we're gonna try spinning. And then as Jasmine said earlier, the winner will reach out to you through email, or you can reach out to us through our Instagram as well, and then we'll connect you with our Yes Athletics program. Okay, let's see. Okay, congratulations.
Riley. Yay. All right, Riley, go ahead and reach out to either our Instagram, or you can email us and we'll put you in contact with Yes Athletics. There's some pretty cool gear for the giveaway, so you're definitely one lucky gal. All right, and before we close, if any of you girls wanted to join the Sisterhood of Wrestlers leadership team, Rebecca's going to drop the sign up, or the Google form, in the chat, and that will just be for anybody who's interested in joining our team. We'd be more than happy to help you guys create events like these, or write blogs, help with our social media. We have a TikTok team, so if you like TikTok, you can help us make TikTok. But
yeah. If you're in college, middle school, high school, adult, we welcome everyone. And then and there's so many different positions. If you're good at writing, you can help us write articles. If you're better at art and design, we have needs for graphics and TikToks, videos, or just coordination, or Jasmine really likes marketing, creating these events. We have a place for everyone, and yeah, we would love to have you. All right.
Yeah. So with that being said, that is the conclusion of our online event today. So thank you guys, all our panelists and our participants, for coming out and hearing more about the wrestling opportunities that there are in college. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July weekend.
Thank you.
You, bravo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, were you guys wanting to do the picture thing?
Yeah, I already got a picture in the opening.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks.